Hello students, this is your computer teacher Devdip back with another lesson of computer for you all. Now we were continuing starting with QBasic. There are certain topics already over for all of us, okay. So these were the topics that was over, like introduction to QBasic, elements of QBasic. Today we will be learning how to create and save a program and what are the basic different commands, okay. So the commands in that we were doing if then command, okay. This is basically a conditional program. Now if is basically a true statement, okay, true condition. If then command is used to check a particular condition whether it is true or false. So if then is a particular statement that checks whether a condition is true, a condition is false or not. Now, condition itself means logic. Like suppose if I say that if a greater than 5 and I have given the a value 2, then what is the logic? The logic will be false because 2 can never be greater than 5. Okay. So similarly here also, if then statement is used for checking condition or logic. Alright. Now, if what is the syntax? Syntax basically means approach of writing a program. So, if condition then command. So, suppose here in this example, input marks m. So, the marks that is input is stored by the variable m. Now, if m greater than 75, now if the marks is greater than 75, then admit in science stream. So, this is for the higher class children. You know that the minimum percentage required for any children to take up science is 75. Okay, so if the marks will be greater than 75, then what will be the output? The output will be admitted science stream. And lastly, end. If suppose anybody is not getting greater than 75, that means the program will directly stop over there. Alright? Understood? So if then, in if then there is only one part of the statement that is true. And if a condition is false, okay, so there is only one part. If condition is false, simply it will exit. The program will terminate. Okay. Now in if then else, there are two parts. If highlights the true condition, else highlights the false condition. Okay. So the command is used to check whether condition is true or false. If the condition is true, the computer will follow the command given after the then, and if it is false, the computer will ignore the then statement. Okay? Understood? So, if the condition is true, the computer will follow, or computer will print the then statement. If it is false, okay, then what will happen? It will follow the, or ignore the true part of the then statement. Okay? Now see this example. If condition, first the syntax, then if condition, then command, else command. Okay. Input again the marks, the same example we are following this example. If m greater than 75, then print admit in science stream. So if the condition that is m greater than 75 will be true, then what will be the statement? Printed admit in science stream. But if suppose any child has got 70% or 70, what will happen? Then this part will execute, else print admit in comma stream. Okay, so if the child has got above 75, it will come admit in science stream. If it is got less than 75, it will come admit in comma stream. Okay, so what is else doing? Else is simply ignoring the then part. Okay, the then part of the statement is getting ignored by the else statement. Now, we can save a particular program, alright, by save file save button, okay, and you can start a program by pressing Shift F5 on the keyboard. So basically, we can click on the run menu or we can click on the shortcut, that is Shift F5. So what is the shortcut for running a QBasic program? Shift F5, okay. Shift F5, and we can also run by clicking on the run menu and clicking on start. Okay. Now we can save a particular QBasic program, okay, by clicking on File, Save or the Save As option. So we will simply go to click on File, Save or Save As dialog box. Now by default the QBasic has an extension called .bas. .bas, the extension .bas stands for basic. Such an extension is called basic extension, okay, or basic file. Now we all know what is the use of the print command. The print command is used for displaying result or output, okay. So print command is used for displaying result or output. Now see, in order to display a pattern like in this way, what we will do? We will print here @once, twice in this way, okay? So basically, why we are putting quotation here? Because this is a character and any character will be enclosed in quotation because it is a string, okay? So any string that is character will be enclosed in double quote. But see, the same thing for a number. We have not put any quotation whatsoever because it is number, it is not a string. Now, you see another program by the help of which we will return addition of a number. So what we have done? Input A, input B is equals to A plus B. So the value of A is inputted, B is inputted, so we get the result here. So this is a QBasic, simple QBasic program, okay. Now this one I gave as homework also, that is print enter your name, input name $, print enter your car value, input value. Why we have not given $? Because car value means the price of the car. Print your car name, a name $, and value again without $, okay, alright. So see, enter your name, so whatever name is there you can enter. Car value you can enter, and whatever you are inputting, see the message is given in this way, alright. So input function is taking the data from the user, whereas print function is displaying the result. And $sign, I believe many of you have a confusion still, if at all. $sign is used for a string, for a string variable. So any variable, if it is of type string or stores string data, we will use $sign. Now see, certain programs are here. Write a program to find the area of a rectangle. So what is the area of a rectangle? A equals to L into B. So see, we have implemented the same. First we have given clear the screen CLS. Input, enter the length, you can write here $L if you want, enter the breadth B $, alright. Let A equals to L into B. Why we have used let? To assume the formula, that is area of a rectangle is A equals to L into B, and we all know that into sign is written in this way. What is this sign called? It is called asterisk, okay. So finally we are printing the data. Print area of rectangle equals to, in quotation, $, okay, end. End is used for terminating the program. Understood? So what did we do in this program? We inputted the length, entered the length $L, entered the breadth B $. We assumed the formula let A equals to L into B, and after doing that, we are just displaying the message print the area of rectangle, automatically the result will come. Now area of a triangle. We all know what is the area of a triangle? Half into base into height. This is the formula. Half into base into height. So again, clear the screen. Input, enter the base B $. Input, enter the height H $. We have input. Now see, again we are assuming, we are converting this formula into manipulation. Let, by using the let statement. We all said that let statement is used for manipulation or calculation. So let T is used for the area. Suppose you can write area A also, let A also you can use here. I have used here T. Let T equals to half into base into height, half into base into height. So print the area of the triangle. Once we have set the formula, now the output message. Print the area of a triangle equals to, in double quote. Why double quote again, children? Double quote because it is a string. It is a string. So after we do that, because we are storing the data in form of character, again we have to write T dollar. What dollar? T dollar. Okay. Now again, program to find area of a circle. Area of a circle. So how do we find that? CLS input area of radius. Now input, we need the radius only here. So we are assuming this as R dollar. Okay. So radius, we are pulling the data in form of R. If you want, you can store dollar also, or without dollar also, it is correct, mind you. Because we are storing the data in form of number. So dollar is not necessary. Alright. Now, so dollar is optional here, remember this. So input enter the radius R. Now, what is the formula of circumference, children? Pi 2 pi R. So 2 into 22 by 7 into R, and for area pi R square. So 22 by 7 into R square. Okay. So see, in QBasic, this one is called power operator. This is used for power. And what is the name of this? This is called caret. So caret is an operator in QBasic that is used for power. What is the name of the operator? Caret. C-A-R-E-T. Caret. Okay. Now see the next program. Write a program to find circumference of circle. So again we are using CLS. Again we are inputting the radius. I told you dollar is optional. No need to write dollar because we are storing number. Let circumference equals to 22 by 7 into R into 2. That means what? We are written 2 pi r. 2 into R into pi. Okay. So moment we have done this, again the area of the circle, circumference, we will not put again dollar here. Why we are not putting dollar here? We are not putting dollar over here because again the result will come in the form of number, not in the form of string. Okay. Now write a program to find area of a square. So what is the area of a square? Area of a square, if you know, suppose side square. This is the area of a square. Now see, let enter the number. Here, enter the number means side of the square. Okay. So what is enter the number? What does it mean? It means side of the square. Now, let square is equal to n caret 2. Why? Because side to the power 2 it is. Now, area of the square is equal to square in this way. And for cube, just we are changing here n caret 3. Because cube, we all know that area of a cube is side whole cube, side to the power 3. Alright. Because square is this kind of a figure, and whereas this is a cube because it has two sides, four faces. So two lateral faces and two lateral faces on the other end, total 4 faces. Okay. Understood? So I hope there is no doubt till here. So these programs you must note down in your copy. Your homework will be note these programs in computer copy, and also note down the previous program that I have discussed. All the previous program that I have discussed, all these programs that I have given. Okay. Right from question number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You must note down this program. Take screenshot. Take screenshot of each of the page. Now take screenshot of this page. Take screenshot of this page. Homework will be then to note down these programs in the computer copy, and you must submit the homework as per your date of submission. Okay, that is of the follow the routine for your submission of your computer copy. Okay, so with this we come to an end of today's lecture. I hope you have a nice day. Enjoy the day and don't forget to study. Okay, study hard and enjoy the day. Thank you.